Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are backing up with another video. Today was Legacies Day, or we're backing up with another video. I'm gonna let my sister start first with the topic of today's episode of Legacies. As we know from the last episode, MG got taken because Alyssa set him up, thinking that, you know, he was gonna save her, and she needed saved, but she was setting him up because she knew that he wanted to be the hero and go save her. And pretty much today's the day where Malivore pretty much the necromancer is bringing everybody back. But I'm gonna let her take over on what she thought about this episode.
I thought it was actually a really good episode.
It was good.
They basically in the beginning of the episode, Josie says to Alark that she needs to save everybody in Mystic Falls High.
Which essentially means that before that happens, we get to the point where I guess Hope is in her bed. Landon brings in breakfast because it's their 1 year anniversary, even though all the craziness happened where, you know, one point they so-called didn't mention, they didn't officially break up. Another point, you know, I guess, you know, she was gone all that time or he didn't remember her, but it's their 1 year anniversary. And, you know, he brought her pancakes. He's like, the one, you know, for a human, you know, for someone that doesn't have powers anymore, you can make really good pancakes. He's like, yeah, it's like pancake day or whatever. And they had their little cute moment, and they were pretty much, Hope was saying, you know, she was ready to, you know, have sex finally. And he's like, oh, you mean that? Because he wasn't picking up on her drift, which I thought was funny. But, so, yeah, they had their little, you know, they're ready to make that next step into their relationship because, you know, they really care about each other. And while that's going on, Hope, of course, Josie's clearly at the school because, you know, she's trying to do some sort of project. She actually runs into the cop's son, which I forget the cop's name, but I do like the person, the cop's son. That's Leo Howard. I loved him. Well, we loved him from Kicking It.
Yeah, his name in the show is Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan. So she sees Ethan. I'm kind of thinking maybe that could be a relationship that sparks up because, as we see in this episode, you know, she ends up telling Lizzie that she wants to, you know, be normal for a little bit and go to
Mystic Falls High.
Yeah, which, you know, I kind of like that. I'm kind of excited to see where that's gonna go. But I have a feeling that that's gonna be your love interest, which, you know, I have no problem with. I think that'd be a cool thing.
If you remember, Mystic Falls High is where everyone went to school. Caroline went to school there, Matt, Elena, Stephanie all went to school there.
Yeah, so
and Rick also taught social studies at that school.
So it's kind of like a little cool nod. It makes sense that, you know, she would want to take a break from her magic. But while she's doing that, you know, she sees in the classroom where the necromancer is, and pretty much he kills the principal, their new principal. And that's when she goes and tells, you know, Rick, you know, oh crap, something's going on at school. We need to, we have to evacuate. We have to go help them. And the thing before that happened, it was playing it's some really upbeat music because he's happy because, you know, he just got laid by the cop, you know, he's in love and, you know, he's happy, and, you know, she kind of cut that right away.
They were playing Sunday Best, which is a TikTok song.
Yeah, well, I thought that was funny, and she came in and it just cut, and he's like, oh crap. So then he pretty much said evacuate, you know, we're gonna get everybody there and, you know, save the day. And well, you know, as we think, you know, Hope and, you know, Landon are going to have their happy, you know, sort of anniversary, you know, eating and then, you know, having a dance and, you know, having sex, ends up going for the worst, and Hope says, oh, well, you know, I'm in right away, you know, ends up for us saving the day.
And then Lizzie said she was in, and Landon said he was in, but Landon said he was in, but Rick said, oh, Landon, this is not a good thing for you to do because you have powers. But
right away, he's like, I don't need powers to help people. I'm going to help. And Hope said, you know, he's in. Like we said, we're in. And right away, Lizzie said she was jumping in because right away she knew MG wasn't anywhere to be found. But before she knew that, Caleb said that MG left a note saying he was going to go help Alyssa. And that's when right away Lizzie said, I'm in, I'm helping. So pretty much everybody's in, everybody's here to fight, so they all end up going to the school, but before that happens, he ends up running into the cop that I guess he keeps, I guess there's a compelling thing he keeps saying that gets her compelled to, listen and know that there's problems, supernatural beings, and she ends up helping, but she tells the thing you can help with is you can get everybody out of the town and just let us take over. And then that's when Caleb and Jed all like zoom in Fast and the Furious right on the scene. And then it's like a cool slow motion.
And his cool ass car.
Yeah, and they're getting ready to fight, which I thought was sick. I'm like, okay, like it's like he said, like the super squad's ready, and I love that. I love how even when MG's not there, the super squad's always gonna be there to fight and to be cool. And right, it cuts from that, they're ready to fight, and she's gonna get everybody out of the town while they're trying to evacuate everybody out, and while they're gonna fight. So what ends up happening is that we cut back to when we see MG with Alyssa, and Alyssa's explaining to MG that, I need your blood to pretty much bring all these creatures out, but it's every time a creature comes out, you're gonna die.
She also has him waking with rubs that are, like, drenched in vervain. Vervain is it burns vampires and weakens them.
Yeah, so pretty much that's his way of her being able to bind him. But she said that pretty much what's going to happen is that it's going to weaken you, you're going to die, but Malevor's going to... Necromancer's going to bring you back, but there's going to be tweaks. He's like, what kind of tweaks? She's like, oh, well, one, you're going to be in love with me, but for real this time, and pretty much that's what's going to happen. And he's just not down with that. And he's just upset because, he really thought, he really trusted her when he, thought that she needed help and came to save her. And he's like, I know that things have been going wrong. I know that, everything happened with your parents. And I know that, people don't like you at the school. But I know you're a good person. I need you to do the right thing. And I need you to stop him. I know you know how. And I just need you to do this. And she just said, I'm not doing that. I want to, feel like I'm the hero. Feel like whatever. Feel like, I don't know. She said, she wants to have things about her or something. I don't know. She's too far gone. I don't like her at all. She's caused so much problems, and it's just not okay. Lizzie made so many issues too, but she never went to the point where she wanted to kill anybody. That's the problem. She never took it too far. And the fact that, Alyssa just thinks it's okay for her to just be a jerk the entire series that we've seen her is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. And the fact that we finally find out that she didn't mean to kill her parents as everybody thought she did, because people thought, she just killed her parents just because they didn't like her, found out she was supernatural. Yeah. But essentially, they all knew that, and they loved her, but she couldn't control her power, so she killed them. And she told MG to just get over it, that he had the nerve to compare his parents not liking him because they found out he's a vampire to her, her parents liking her, and her, accidentally hurting them. I'm thinking to myself, it's in the same way the same thing. In a way,
his parents did love him. They didn't love the fact that he's a vampire.
Yeah, so it's kind of like she is pretty much always making it about herself, always making people just accept that she's okay. She's allowed to be a jerk. She's allowed to do all these things.
But she's not.
And I don't like that. And we end up finding out also in this, and while everything is going on, while they're trying to save the school, Caleb and all them fighting all the villains that are getting resurrected, and also Alark and the cop are all fighting on the front lines too, trying to stop everybody and trying to stop things from happening. Hope and Landon end up going through the school, trying to get through the lower half of the school, trying to.
But Hope can't get through the school, through that boiler room, because she's a tribrid, which is witch, vampire,
she's
and
a supernatural,
werewolf,
so it's not gonna let her
it's
through the
not let
barrier.
Through. But since Landon's immortal at this point, he's a human, he can get through.
Yeah, pretty much it'll let him through, but not her. And she didn't want him going through again because he doesn't have power. She wanted him to stay there while she went through. He was going to agree with it, it would not let her through. So he went through, but she's like, you need to look for I guess the shield thing. It could be a candle or something supernatural.
It has to be, yeah, something supernatural.
So he's like, he already knew what to look for because they've already encountered a situation like that. So he's like, I know what to look for, a candle or whatever. So he said, I'll be careful. I'll hide. And she's like, you hide when you break this thing, and I'll come and find you. He's like, okay. So he ends up going to go do that. Well, she has to be there. He ends up finding the thing, but the necromancer's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And he's like, you can't control me. I'm going to break this thing so people can get in to stop you. And before he does that, that's when Landon's dad comes back.
And again, he goes, hey, Dad.
Which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And pretty much he can't. Malivore is pretty much under control by the necromancer because the symbol that he made on the ground with the principal's blood in the school.
It's on the necromancer's forehead.
So he can't literally hurt the necromancer even though he really wants to. So pretty much while he thinks the necromancer, I mean, when he thinks Malivore is going to hurt Landon, that's not the case. When the Necromancer leaves, Landon makes a deal with his dad, saying, you know what, I'm gonna there's some loophole with you being able to actually be able to kill the Necromancer like I know you want to. So if you team up with me and go in me, and I'm the one that's, you know, and you have my body as the vessel, you can kill him. And they make a deal, and it gives him the strength to pretty much take him out in a way. But before he does that, he gets distracted by the dragon. The dragon fries him, and my sister thought he was dead. Thought Landon was dead. I was so dead. I'm like...
I had tears in my eyes because I, like, am in love with Landon.
Dude,
I love this character. I love the actor.
I mean, I liked him in the beginning of the season. He just got annoying to me at some point.
I think deep down inside him, he likes Landon now.
I like Landon, but I don't like him, bro. I feel like he's an okay character.
Okay, so I think deep down inside of him, he likes Landon because Landon loves Star Wars, and he loves
do you
Star
think just
Wars?
because this man drops a Star Wars reference when I do not like Star Wars that much anymore because they failed me with Force Awakens, they failed me with what is it? Last Jedi, and then and what was the other one? Rise of Skywalker. Garbage films. I'm sorry. Just because you drop a cool Star Wars reference to the actual OG Star Wars movies does not mean I'm gonna like this dude. I mean, I liked him in the beginning, but I'm telling you, I do not like how he got to stay and then Ralph got to go. I just hated that. Ralph had so much character development to offer, and you keep someone like Landon around.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
So
get out of here.
Okay, we're all getting off track, but where does the dragon? It's a zombie.
Fried him. Everybody's zombies now.
I had tears in my eyes because
I didn't think he was dead. I knew
I'm like, he's dead. He's not coming back. He can't come back. He's dead. And then he says something to Hope, and I'm like, oh my
yeah, he says something to
God.
Hope like, oh yeah, like something.
Oh
and
my God.
She's like, how are you alive? He's like, I have no clue. I thought that maybe the collision of them merging together gave him back his Phoenix powers, but that's not the case. I think it was the fact that we saw a flash of light, and I guess that saved him when he got fried, and they went to that, what was it, like prison world?
Yeah, prison world.
So that pretty much saved him, because right as the thing fried him, that's when the prison world happened, right before it fried him, so...
But before that
saved
when he
him.
was fried, when he got fried by the dragon, Hope runs to him. But before Hope runs to him, she slices off Necromancer's head.
Yeah, she does that right when he's like pile of ashes. Slices off his head, she turns around and finds out he's okay. And then right as they're trying to figure out, like, they don't really know what the dealio is, how he survived, that's when they want to see if they can get back to their actual world and leave him there, because Lizzie, Alyssa, and Josie all work together, because while MG was captured, they ended up finding him, Hope and, not Hope, I meant Josie and Lizzie. They ended up finding him and pretty much putting Alyssa to sleep. And MG's like, I need you to bring her back because she's the one that can stop all this. I want you to trust me. You might not trust her, but I need you to trust me. So they ended up all putting their powers together, putting them all the villains and the Necromancer and Malivore all in that thing.
And all this, like, relic.
In the prison world, but I think it took...
The relic is called an Ascendant, and it captures people into a prison world.
But pretty much, I think why it took Hope and took Landon is because Landon was merged with Malivore, and I think Hope was just near the area where they were, so she got taken as well. So all I know is that they wanted to leave, get out, going back through that portal that gets them back to because apparently Hope's blood, they don't like, I guess the Malivore doesn't like it, which will spit her out like it did with Kai and her. So that's what happened. They end up spitting them out. They're back in the normal world. They end up having she's afraid that he didn't come back through. They end up having, he ended up going out to get her favorite drink. It's like a banana, like peanut butter banana or something.
Yeah,
or,
and
I don't know.
That's from the...
and he was afraid that he wouldn't remember her, because that's what happened when she came back. But
he had this, like...
I guess, like, since he connected to her, that's how he remembered her, because I guess they went through together, so that's why he was able to remember her, because they held hands. That's why.
When he came back to where, like, the Malivore pit is, he has, like...
He knew he was like I got you face, but he knew who she was.
But, like, I'm like,
she thought that he didn't know, but they held hands and they went through together.
Yeah,
he does remember.
He knew who she was.
But so they end up. She's like, oh, he's like, Hope's like, are we back in our thing, or are we still in the prison world? He's like, I don't know, I didn't see anybody out there. It could have been because they're evacuated, or because we're still in the prison world. But he's like, either way, I want to have our dance, have our anniversary dinner and all the above, meaning, sex as well. So they end up, they have their dance, which ends up leading into sex. The weirdest song came on. It was so weird.
It was so awkward.
It was so, bad. It was like a bad song to put over a sex montage scene. I was like, what music is this? And why does it sound so bad? It was almost like screeching singing. It was not good. It was a weird choice. All I know is that I was like, why? They're doing it in a place with disgusting, stuff went down there. You're going to do it there?
Do you want to show them what it sounded like?
I don't even know. I can't even remember what the song was. All I know is it's a terrible song, and they did it in a gross place. I would have went back to the room, but no, they wanted to do it there. I was like, okay, whatever. And then it cuts to they're at the school. Everybody's partying it up, living it up, and oh my god, it was what was it? Jed and Caleb were rapping, or Caleb was rapping. Jed was on the records. It was so funny, and Caleb was wearing some golden cape, and it was some
It's like a Halloween costume.
It looked like, I'm trying to think. It looked like some Hercules type outfit. Yeah. It was so funny. So they were having a fun time, because they won and they succeeded.
By the way, one of the funny things of this episode was after she cut the necromancer's head off, you can see his body in the background just moving.
Looking for his head, and that was the funniest thing. And right before they leave, Landon picks up his head and kicks it so far. It was the funniest thing in the world. And I'm shocked that the necromancer's body was able to find him so quickly, because he kicked that head so far with so much strength. And I'm shocked because he didn't have Malivore in him, so I'm wondering how he got that kicking capability. Because as we know, he's not good at throwing the football. From when we saw last year when it was the school football game against.
So the Salvatore boarding school was against Mystic Falls High,
which we know that Landon's not a sports guy, so I found that funny how he was able to kick so good.
My favorite
line... it was funny, I just thought it was funny.
Our favorite line is what Caleb says, and Caleb says this about Landon.
When is Caleb... Oh, yeah, back in the season 2, he's... When Josie gives him the power to, be able to throw really good and play sports, he throws the football, and I loved Caleb's reaction. He's like, that's my quarterback, and it made me cry. I was like, that's so funny. But, honest to God, this was a really good episode, and when we end up getting back to the school, we end up seeing... MG and Alyssa, and they're having that moment where he's like, I've been treating you like Lizzie's been treating me, and it's so funny because I'm thinking to myself, because we end up finding out that when Lizzie is talking to Josie, that Josie's like, oh my god, you're smitten, you like MG, and she's like, yeah, I guess the more I've been turning good, and the more I've been realizing how awesome he is, I really like him for who he is, and I have feelings for him. And I was really rooting, thinking that, they would get together. And what do you know? MG goes for this stupid girl that's caused so much crap. I don't like Alyssa, bro. She's such a terrible person.
I mean...
I'm sorry.
I feel like...
You've caused so much damage, wanting to kill people, and MG really wants to date a person like this. I understand MG kind of tried killing people before.
Yeah.
But in a way,
he's a ripper.
I'm sorry. I do not like them as a couple.
I honestly
That's not gonna last long.
I think that since Alyssa is hanging out with MG more, he's gonna turn her good, and then that I feel like this relationship's gonna go on for a long time. But
garbage relationship.
But I also want to.
Why would you want to date someone like that?
But I also want to see him with Lizzie.
He's too good for her. I need him and Lizzie. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think MG and Lizzie, they were always meant. Come on now. Stop playing with me. It needs to happen.
Because in this episode, Lizzie finally figures out that she has feelings.
But she sees them, of course, kissing.
And then she lost her window.
She lost her window, and that made me sad. I'm like, frick. When she saw that, I was so heartbroken. I'm like, that sucks.
And that's when Josie tells her she wants to get a Mystic Falls High.
Yeah, and pretty much, as as all the party's over, and Caleb's going around seeing if compelling people, make sure everybody doesn't know that they're supernatural beings. Pretty much, Alark gives her the option, the cops the option, if she wants to keep her memory and know that there is supernatural beings in Mystic Falls. And pretty much I think that's going to be a yes. I think that, of course, they're going to be a couple and she's going to want to keep those memories. And pretty much that, and then we cut back to Hope and Landon, and that just all goes to shit.
And
she even said,
Landon,
was that good?
Landon also starts coughing up black blood.
Before that happened,
Yeah.
she's pretty much saying, how was the sex? How was everything? She's like, he's like amazing, and it felt perfect. But that's when he starts coughing up black blood, and then he just starts turning into a puddle of Malivore goo, and just puddles out of there. As we can see, she, in the next week's episode, she's going to want to try to save him. She says, Dr. Saltzman, I thought you were going to help me bring him back, and there's like a box that you can make a wish. It's like a wishing box. I don't know how this is all going to play out. I don't know if he's like officially dead. She's making a wish to bring him back. I don't know. I'm shocked that they went that route. I thought everything was going to be okay. I'm still trying to figure out what are they going to officially kill him off? Like, are they just at this point where they're just going to kill all main characters off now?
I don't think
on their third season. I'm still hoping Ralph will come back. That's such bullcrap to me. They won't bring him back.
They can call off main characters basically because we got renewed for season 4.
Yeah, we got renewed for season 4. If people that don't know, season 4 is happening.
It's really early on, but we got renewed for season 4.
I'm so pissed. I honestly hope we get Ralph back because I still can't get over they killed him off. That was such a shitty way to kill that character off.
Yeah.
I honestly hope if you're gonna bring that guy back, even though he has no powers, and that doesn't exist anymore. That power is gone. And the fact of it is that if she can bring him back with the magic box, bring Ralph back, bro. Or how come the magic box comes out now when somebody dies? But when Ralph was dying, where was the magic box? The wishing box. Please explain why. Why is there an exception for Landon Kirby buckets?
Shut up.
Kirby buckets, bro. And then but there's no like magic box for Ralph. That's not fair. Just let me know in the comments. Do you think that's fair? Where do you think the next episode's gonna go? Do you think Ralph's ever gonna come back? I have hope they'll come back at some point. But and let me know, who do you ship? Do you ship MG and Alyssa or MG and Lizzie? Do you ship Josie and what's Leo Howard's character? Ethan. Do you ship I don't even know. I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, the ships. Of course, Hope and Landon. I kind of wanted Hope and Ralph. That's what I wanted. I felt like that would have worked very well. I'm a little annoyed they kind of ignored that storyline of him liking her. It's not fair.
Yeah, back in season 1, Lizzie had...
What?
Back in season 1, Lizzie had a thing for Ralph.
They keep doing Ralph dirty, man. That's really upsetting me. That's the one cool character that so much character development you could have done. So many stories you could have done, and you screw them. But, I don't know. Do you have any more to say about this episode? I thought it was a good episode.
It was good. Like, subscribe, notification bell. We're at 169 subscribers.
Thank you guys for that. I just wanted to say thank you for the people that have subscribed. We are 169 subscribers. I couldn't be more grateful than I am. I'm so grateful. You guys are amazing. I love all your support in the comments. I love all your theories and you guys talking in the comments. I love interacting with you guys. And, I really want to get to 200, so keep it up with this keep it up with before the end of February. So, because that's my goal. I really want to try to achieve this goal. Again, I can achieve it with you guys, your help, with you guys subscribing to our community. That just helps me out a lot. It's just amazing. I love having you guys. I would love to have you guys a part of this community. I really want to have this community where we all spread, positivity and, motivation. That's pretty much why I started this channel, to share my love for pop culture and just awesome stuff I love. You know what I mean? Pop culture, movies, cinema, everything.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to have an awesome thing. But negativity, keep it out. Positivity only on this channel. But, this was a great episode. I'm going to know what you guys think in the comments.
He won't be deleting anything negative. He won't be deleting.
That's what I mean by keep the negative comments out.
Okay, I just wanted to reinforce that a little bit.
They know. Keep the positive comments, guys. Keep them coming. You guys are amazing. But I'm going to end this video here.
Have a good day.
I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. We'll see you guys next time, next Thursday. Peace.
Bye.